Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick disclaimer before this video started because we're covering a little bit more of a serious topic or there's some controversy going around this. I'm not a person of color and therefore I am not able to provide the experience and the knowledge that those people have. I have a lot of privilege and I may not always say things the right way. And the intent of this video is just to uplift people of color and this specific artist of color that I have followed and enjoyed for such a long time. I absolutely adore her art. It's some of my favorite. So I just wanted to acknowledge this and make this video to uplift Thumin because she does not deserve a lot of the horrible racist backlash that she has been enduring. So hopefully this video makes a positive impact and thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey there, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about an artist that I have looked up to for such a long time, and that is Thumin, who has not only inspired my art, but has also inspired my YouTube channel, as she runs one of her own, which focuses on art commentary and reacting to some of the drama within that community. She is a fabulous content creator, and I highly suggest that you check her channel out. It is some of the most amazing content that I have seen. It is well produced, well edited, and has a variety of very interesting topics that are very important to discuss, and she covers them with a really open mindset and very great takes. So I would highly recommend that you check that out. But without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video where I'm going to be looking at some of Thumin's art and talking about what I like about it and just why I have looked up to her so much and the techniques that she uses that have really inspired me. The first drawing I'm going to be looking at is just a drawing of Thumin's avatar or persona in just like a sort of standard pose. I don't even know how to describe Thumin's art style because it's very retro, it's very 80s. I guess I don't know the eras. I'm Gen Z, so I'm kind of not that great in that regard, but it definitely has a retro style with the grain and sort of the like glitchy texture. I'm obsessed with that. It looks really good. And I really love how she does the colors. They're all very unified and they have a very good color scheme. As you can see, kind of like the character in and of themselves has almost like a very like warm purpley pink color palette, and then the background is just very, very saturated blue color. And I think that's a really great way to like build up contrast in the piece. It's very nice. And then another thing I like is the eyes. Oh my gosh, I wish I could add that much detail. Mine are like circles with maybe a highlight in them if I feel like making them a little extra shiny. But Thumin's, oh my gosh, they are absolutely gorgeous. They are like works of art in and of themselves. I love the little heart inside of them, the different colors. It looks really, really good. And then a little extra details in the hair just really tie it together. Overall, I think it's an amazing drawing. She did a really good job on this one. Next up, we have these two drawings of Winx Club characters, Stella and Aisha/Layla. I believe that's how you say their names. I have not watched Winx Club, so I'm sorry if I mispronounce those or get something wrong about the characters. But overall, I adore these pieces of art. They are so iconic. I absolutely love them. The outfits, first of all, iconic. Absolutely iconic. They're sparkly, which I mean I love, obviously. They're very sparkly. They're very just like very chic, very fashionable, and I really enjoy that. And then I love the pose as well. I haven't really drawn that pose ever before, but it seems like a really cool one. I'm gonna have to try it, but I really enjoyed that. The wings are done very well. I like how they're different in between each of the characters. It makes them seem a little bit more unique and not like the exact same. I really enjoy the hair as well. I do not draw long hair that often. I really ever do. And she does an amazing job of it. I love the way that she captures the texture and the waves and also a little bit of motion. If you can see in the one with the blonde hair, she has a little bit of like movement in her pigtails, which I think that's really smart and that's really iconic because they're in sort of like a stationary pose, and by adding a little bit of movement, it makes the picture a little more interesting, which I really appreciate that. Of course, I'm definitely not one to talk. I do not have the most interesting poses in my pictures, but I really appreciate these. These are amazing drawings. I really like them. And like I said, this is the reason why I'm so inspired by Thumin. Her art is just so iconic. It's on the next level. It's very amazing. So yeah, these are awesome. So let's move on to the next set. So next up, we have this wonderful, I believe it's another fan art of Usopp from One Piece, but Thumin drew herself as the character, which I always love those. For some reason, I just love a fandom drawing, a fan art. It's like my favorite thing. Although I have not seen One Piece, so I'm sorry if I mispronounced Usopp, by the way. I'm not sure how to say it. But anyway, despite having not seen the show, I do not have to have seen it to appreciate how awesome this drawing is. I really enjoy it. It's pretty simple. It's not really like a full body thing. It doesn't have any crazy pose. But for some reason, Thumin's artwork just managed to be so impressive with like such simple, even like in its simplest state, it manages to wow me every single time. I really enjoy the hair, the highlights on the hair. It's very fluffy. I have not been able to get that much volume into my hair drawings ever. And I mean, I don't draw long hair that often, but even in like shorter haircuts, I don't manage to get that much volume. So this is a really interesting thing. I really like it. And then the blush, I love the sort of like graphic or exaggerated style of blush. Like even just like that red saturated line on the cheek. It's very like a statement. I very much love that. I sound so silly. Oh my gosh. But I legitimately do. I love this. The outfit is everything. It's everything. I really enjoy the overalls. It's very fabulous. And then, like I said, the eyes. I always love the way Thumin draws eyes. And then I'm going to talk about a little bit of the overall composition of the drawing, because the way that Thumin uses color in her artwork is just really like next level. I really enjoy it. Like I talked about before, it is a very much like cohesive or muted color scheme, like tones in the like main character of the drawing, and then it just has this like really saturated background that makes it stand out, but also it focuses more information in onto the character, which I think is really like interesting, because a lot of the time I go for like just a simple white background or just something like monochromatic and not really that saturated, because I want to shift focus onto my main piece, my main character. However, Thumin kind of does the opposite and achieves the same effect but in a different way. The way that like the background is so saturated, it almost like makes your eye focus inward and more onto the character, which I think is a really interesting approach. I really enjoy it. The way that Thumin does art is just amazing, and I really enjoy this piece. Now, with this next artwork specifically, I am super excited for it. Like, honey. It is going to be iconic. So here we have Thumin drawing herself in a like Harry Potter style, I don't know, like universe or like robes and stuff. And I am so happy. Okay, first of all, let me get something out of the way. J.K. Rowling, if you're listening, which I doubt that you are, but for anyone out there who agrees with her, trans women are women, trans men are men, non-binary people are valid. It's not that hard to understand. But I am just so proud of this fandom for just reclaiming Harry Potter as an idea and as a concept, because from what JK has done, she has done some horrible things, and I'm just very proud of the fandom for standing up and sort of taking this into a direction that is positive instead of negative. So thank you so much to all the people who have done that. I really appreciate it, and everyone in this community appreciates it, and I stand in solidarity with my trans brothers, sisters, and siblings. So,
what? Child. Anyway, so
on to the drawing. I adore it. I literally, this is probably one of my favorite drawings that I'm gonna look at today, because first of all, the hair is giving me very much like floofy Hermione Granger in the first couple movies vibes, because oh my gosh, the volume
inside of this bus is astronomical. It is way too loud.
But in all seriousness, Thumin did do a fabulous job on the hair. I really enjoy it. Secondly, I want to talk about the eyes. Now, I don't usually draw characters with like noticeable makeup, but the eyeshadow on this makes me want to try, because oh my gosh, it is very iconic. I absolutely love it. It's very detailed for such like a small part of the picture. It's very detailed. And I definitely can say the same thing as the eyes. Like I said before, they're iconic. They're very detailed. And I love the pose. The pose is just like giving me those sarcastic, slow clap vibes, and I live for it. I'm here for it. I just can't really complain. It's so amazing. The like outfit as well with the little hat, it's just giving me all those fabulous Hogwarts vibes. I love it. It's very nice. Also, a Gryffindor? Yes, we stan. I am a Hufflepuff, I believe. I think so anyway. But as far as I know, yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff. But anyway, back to this drawing. The last thing I kind of want to touch on with it is, once again, that background. It's really good. And then the very, very last thing, I almost forgot about this. The shading! The shading! Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I love the hair, once again. In the other picture, it was shaded with like dark hair, and then it was like pink. But this one is more of like a blue color, and I really love it because not only does it match the background, but it really like brings out some of the shine, and it's not so much like a realistic hair thing. It's very anime inspired, which is a lot of Thumin's art style. But I just really love it. It's amazing, and I think that she did an amazing job on it. I think this is one of my favorite pieces that we're going to be looking at. So without further ado, let's move on to the next one. Before we move on to this next piece of artwork, I just wanted to make one thing unequivocally clear, is that anyone can be Kiki, and the fact that Thumin is getting horrible racist backlash for drawing herself as this character is disgusting. And if you think that there is something wrong with that, please check yourself before you wreck yourself, because that is a really toxic idea to have. But anyways, I just wanted to address this before I get into reviewing or giving my commentary on the drawing. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Here is the drawing in question. Now, I absolutely love Kiki's delivery service. I am probably one of the biggest Ghibli fans ever. I adore all their movies. They are so iconic. They're some of my hugest inspirations when it comes to art, and just, oh my gosh, Hayao Miyazaki, everyone there, so iconic, so iconic. I absolutely love them. But getting into the actual art in and of itself, I adore the take. I keep saying adore, but I do. I adore the take that Thumin took on this, which is she drew herself as Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. I love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. The little Gigi hanging off of the like end of the broomstick is the best thing. It's literally the best thing. The outfit, it's done amazingly. I think that she did a really good job in the outfit. I think one thing that I'm also super duper impressed with is the pose and the background. Because I'm not gonna like lie to y'all. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be upfront. I do not draw very interesting poses a lot of the time. It's something that I try to work on, but at the same time, I get a little lazy occasionally. So the fact that Thumin can come up with something this like interesting is really cool to me. Like the idea, the angle, the camera, everything is just very iconic. I love it. And then the background, she did an amazing job because she did it a little bit more simplistically, but then blurred it So not only does it give the effect of like it's seeming far away, but it's also a way to save time and cut down on a workload, which I am 100% here for. That is really awesome. But I think that she did a fabulous job on it. I really love it. And like I said, it's just a great moment for me because I love Thumin. I've been following her since forever. And I also love Ghibli. It's one of my favorite inspirations when it comes to art. So some of my biggest like things that I've looked up to collaborating and like mushing together is super awesome. And she actually made a second like version of this post. So I'm going to be taking a look at that one next. So here we have yet another Thumin as Kiki alternate universe. Fabulous, iconic moment here. I sound so extra right now. Oh my gosh. But I don't know. I really love it. Of course, we have that classic like 80s. I want to say 80s, but like I said, I don't know the eras. But it's like a very TV static sort of grain on top of it, which I love. I really enjoyed that. I love Gigi. She did a great job of like adapting it into her style. It's still sort of like mostly Ghibli. But I love the face. It is super cute. The bow, can I just say, the bow, the enormous red bow, I'm so here for it. I absolutely love it. It is so adorable. I really love the way that she drew the window too. I'm like, I know I should be focusing on the character because that's like kind of like the main focus, but I am definitely not one to draw backgrounds. And so, I'm super impressed with like the atmosphere in it. It's really cute. But anyway, getting onto the main focus, onto the character, I really enjoy the face. The expression is just so deadpan. I love it. It's super awesome. The dress, I really like the shading. If you can see on the arm where there's a little bit of shadow, I really like those two little highlights there. It gives like a really nice depth to the lighting and the shading, and it's really cool. I love the way that she did the hair as well. Like I said, she's really good at capturing the movement in the hair, and I really appreciate that. It's super cool, and I love the way that it is shaded, because as you can see, like, there's a little bit of, like, bluish soft shading, and then you have that, like, the hard pink shading, which I think is really awesome. I love, like, the combination of that, and it's kind of an evolution of, like I said before, the two different styles of hard shading, where one of them was blue and one of them was pink. I think this is a really great way to marry both of those styles while also adding even more depth into it. So I really think that's really impressive. Honestly, I think she did a fabulous job on this one. This one might be my favorite. So yeah, I think we have one or two more drawings left to go. So let's get into those. So here we have Thumin's Miku Sona, which is based off of the Hatsune Miku kind of franchise, which I am not really familiar with. I'm familiar with the character, but I haven't really messed around with that. But I am definitely a huge fan of this artwork. Also, sorry if I mispronounced that. Today is just not my day for pronunciations, like, honey. But anyway, I love this. I think that it's really good. I love the expression on the face, first of all. I mean, it's very deadpan, sort of similar to the last one, except a little more like, ugh, which is like, same queen, like, yeah. But anyway, the finger, like, twirling the hair is, like, everything. And first of all, the hair, I love the way she drew it. I absolutely love the way that she drew it. The little, like, bits of pink inside of it really help bring out the color of the blue, and it also matched the background, which is, yes. The little pigtail buns, I think, are awesome. She did a really great job on the outfit. And then I believe that there is that trademark Thumin green as well. And then I really like this added detail of the play button and then the date and time, which is not only a great way to, like, put the date that you publish the artwork in, but it's also a really awesome way to just, like, add that retro vibe that I love Thumin's art for so much. It's really awesome. But yeah, I love everything about this picture. Like I said, previously, Thumin is amazing at picking the colors and adding that saturation in the background to really focus in the eyes towards the picture in the middle. And I think that this is another example of that. I think she also kind of elevated it as well by using sort of almost a monochromatic color for the like character in and of herself. And it lines up with the Hatsune Miku because that's, I believe her color is blue as well. And then with the colors in the background, she also added like the pink in the hair, like I said, and that also coordinates the background. It's just amazing. It's so coordinated. It's so wonderful. I really love it. I think she did a fabulous job on it, and I really enjoy it. I love Thumin's art so much. She's just such an inspiration to me, and I think that she did an amazing job on these. Like, she's a really fabulous artist. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. I had such a fun time making it, and I love like reacting to people's art that I really enjoy, and I think that this was a really fun one to like make. It was really enjoyable. And if y'all have any video ideas for me in the future, I would love to hear them. I love reacting to people's art. And if you have any suggestions for artists that I could look at or review, or just any videos, ideas, or suggestions, leaving them in the comment box below, or you can DM me on Instagram at LukeIversonArt. And thank you so much for watching this video. By the way, just in case you were wondering, this is the image that I was drawing in the speed paint that was playing while I was doing this video. It is of Wiccan and Hulkling from Marvel Comics. They are some of the, like, my favorite characters from Marvel Comics. I mean, obviously. But they are such a cute couple. I really enjoy them. I really love their comics, and I have drawn a bunch of other fan art pieces of them, so hopefully I'll get to share those on here or on my Instagram or something sometime. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and comment any suggestions that you have for future videos. I always want to make content that y'all like to watch. So if you have anything that you would like to see from me, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.